I have to apologize once more because I am angry and I hate speaking in my anger. And I'm angry because in it was about 2 years ago when our center was shut down and the state was shut down, and I shouldn't say my center was shut down. We were never shut down in the pandemic, but we were asked to serve less families. And when the state went into a lockdown, we had parents who were scrambling to figure out where to leave their children. Went to my staff because after reassess um, our financial situation, I came to my staff and I presented to them the different scenario. And I said to them, the best scenario for us and for you is for our center, Hope Child Development Center, to shut down, for you to go home and to collect unemployment, because you would be making significantly more than you would be making here. And my staff said, no, we're going to stay here for the parents. And they did. And we operated through the pandemic. When we were scared and we did not understand this disease, we operated during the pandemic. We closed down once in April for 2 weeks because that was the height of the pandemic. And I did not want my staff to come out in the height of the pandemic. And we've never shut down again. My staff showed up for this state because our governor said he needed us. And we saw in the eyes of those children that they needed us. And we saw in the eyes of those parents who were scared, but were essential, that needed to go and stock the grocery stores, that needed to open the bank to make sure that money flowed, that needed to go into the hospital to cure and to help people that were dying. They needed us, and we saw that, and we stepped up and we came out and we served the state and we served this family. And now we need you. And we're coming to you and we're saying we need you. But we are coming to you as urchins with our hands held out, saying, please, sir, can we have more? And I'm angry that this state has put us in this situation, because when you needed us, you simply called and we were there. And you did not have to do a PowerPoint presentation for us to show up for you and every single parent. 65% of family childcare providers invited the virus into their homes when they invited those children into their homes. And they should not be here when the state has billions of dollars in a rainy day fund, billions of dollars in a surplus, trying to make a case to you of why we should be paid more than a 14-year-old who is taking their first summertime job. Somebody who has a bachelor's degree and has been working for 20 years. We should not be here explaining to anybody why we should be paid more. And so I'm angry. I'm angry because my staff showed up. I'm angry because this state is not showing up for us. And this is not just about showing up for the providers. This is about showing up for the children of this state. There are many representatives that are on this call right now, legislators that are on this call right now. In 2016 and 2017, when we shut down the Care for Kids program, and 9 babies died, 6 of them in unregulated care, because when parents had to go to work, they needed somewhere to leave their babies. And so the state, after that event, invested in advertising and letting parents know about trusted licensed care. These are the providers that are on the call right now telling you we are on the brink of collapse. And I want to find out which legislator, which person from the governor's office is going to be the first person to speak to a parent whose baby is in the martyr in this fight, for legislators and for the state of Connecticut to do the right thing for our children and for our early care providers. Who is going to speak to that family and said, I'm sorry, we didn't understand, when that child is lost to us? because they were in a place that was unsafe for them, because a center like Hope, a center like Friend Center was shut down. A family childcare provider like Maria and Nichelle was shut down. Who is going to have that conversation with that family about that precious child? At the time when Care for Kids was shut down, we understood there was no money there. And we made the sacrifice like we always do in this state, because we have been told over and over again by legislators, there's no money there. Money is there now, so there is no excuse. So let's be truthful. There is no value there. There is no will there. There is no love for understanding the work that we do every single day on behalf of the smallest, most vulnerable constituents in this state. And I am so disappointed that we are still having this conversation after the worst event that has happened to this state, and providers who stepped up, including when the public school shut down. We were there for those families. We stepped up. We should not be coming to you on our hands and our knees, begging you for scraps. That's all I have to say. Thank you.